And you know what? You know how I know there's so many casuals is because people are like, KSI only knows how to throw windmills, and I literally give them video evidence of him boxing without windmilling, and they just don't watch it. You know what I mean? That's the thing is I get so frustrated because people think they know how he fights, and I'm if Gibbs spars and fights the same way, but KSI spars and fights differently, and 99% of the time he's boxing and not throwing windmills. And then people are like, "Oh well, you're lying," and Realist fans are like, "You don't make up your own minds and form your own opinions. You just take whatever KSI says as fact." And I'm like, I take what KSI says and it makes sense. And also, if you look at the video evidence and the proof, it shows that what I'm saying is true, that KSI only fought Logan that specific way for the reasons he said, which I don't want to go over because I've done it so many times. But I mean, it's not like I'm just listening to other people. I'm coming up to my own thoughts, but also looking at the evidence. And the evidence says that I'm correct, that he can box without throwing windmills.
At this point, I think KSI has to get another fight. At this point, it just became a necessity.
Yeah.
Because until he proves other people is wrong, Jake is going to be the betting favorite. And I don't think that's how people want the narrative to be. They're tired of seeing KSI as the underdog. Some people think it works for him, but some people are just tired of people doubting, KSI.
Yeah, I agree.
And there's nothing we can do about it. That's on KSI's hands. He has to change people's minds. There's nothing we can do. Besides this podcast, we can't exactly change people's mind. He has to do that by himself. And the best we can do is just root for him. Until he wants to get off his seat or get off the mic or just have his main purpose in boxing and prove people wrong, that's when the narrative changes. He's not going to have the narrative change on its own.
He has to do that.
He has to do it.
Yeah.
And we're mad at people for only thinking KSI can do windmills at a certain extent. You realize that, how can you blame them? I mean, if KSI is not even trying to change their minds, how can you... we're trying to show video proof, but there's only so much people we can show it to. There's just too many casuals.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so I think... Who DM'd me? There was a couple people that... So, I just want to read you exactly what the Realist said to... This guy told me that, So, the Realist said, at the end of the day, I have no interest in a kid who gets 40 views. It's not my job to convince people. I'm sharing my thoughts on the internet, and if someone doesn't like it, they can go away. And then he also said, I'm not debating some kid because he's begging me to. I don't care about that. And then he said, the kid can't do anything to my credibility because I'm giving it my opinion. Nobody can demand attention just because they want it. Life doesn't work that way. I don't care about the kid, bro. And I'm sick of hearing about something that is irrelevant to me.
Well, if you keep on hearing it, does that really make it irrelevant?
Yeah. And this kid was he actually brought up some good points, and you can defend yourself, and he just he builds up these shields to kind of defend himself.
At this point, his only shield became, numbers. I'm pretty sure he's egotistical.
I think, and the thing is, he has more subscribers than me, but I have more all-time views than you, so I think I'm kind of the A side if we're talking boxing. I think I might be, I get have more credit, more credibility because I do have more all-time views than you.
And it's his opinions and his entire brand is self-contradicting.
Yes.
You can't call yourself the Realist and just say, oh, it's all opinion.
Yeah. And then he also said, this was another guy that messaged me and DM'd me, and he said, this is the Realist who replied when he was debate him, and he said, I research every point I make in my videos, so for someone to disagree, it's 9 out of 10 times because they are just angry. I don't have the time or care to convince one person. It's why I don't respond to hate comments. And I'm like, if you research your videos, then how was I able to make a video basically countering everything you said? You know what I mean? His logics become easier to dissect every single video he makes. It just becomes easier for me.
No, he does not research most. I'm not gonna say most. He does not research all the time in his videos. I hated his Ben Askren videos so much. Dude, like I said, I think Jake's gonna win. Most people think Jake's gonna win.
Yeah.
But he downplayed Ben to the point where it was just insulting. He legit showed the infamous knee clip and said, "Guys, see, doesn't this prove Ben has a glass jaw? He cannot take a punch." That just hurt me to the core because I saw the blood and sweat Ben put in to become like a two organization champion. He's over here just saying how he can't take a punch, he's glass chin, he sucks. Well, he didn't say he sucks at wrestling, but he says that he's like not a good fighter. He downplayed Ben so hard to the point where it made me just feel bad for Ben.
Yeah.
And then like everybody in the comments was disagreeing with him. And he practically just said, "Oh, I was just basing that off what a few people told me." That got me mad because this is the same man who told us to stop listening to other people and do our research.
Yeah.
But him himself didn't do his research and just took what people told him.
Yeah, and the thing is, the clearest example is in that Kobe Realist video. He said he pointed to a video of KSI on a podcast saying how Deadly's a better boxer than him, and how then I revealed the other side of that clip where he said, "But if Deadly trained, he would be better than me. Than he isn't." And it's like, I just made a clear example of yes, that just clearly shows you didn't do your research. Because if you did do your research, you would add that clip in, wouldn't you?
Dude, it's hard to explain. A minute. Alright, sorry, I'm back. Realist is the kind of guy who would edit a phone call or edit out words to make it look like you're saying a complete sentence out of context.
Exactly, yeah. And he even said I was lying about us, because I said in my call-out video, I know we argue sometimes, and I wasn't saying that, we, have argued, in DMs, and we kind of actually have in a way, so that's kind of not true, but also, I just said, we disagree, and, he disagrees about JJ, and I disagree about Jake. And it's and he tries to create narratives to push his agenda of hating on KSI.
I checked out his recent video of what if KSI beats Jake. Mm-hmm. He was self-aware and even admitted he's using Jake's name and KSI's name for views.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Oh, it's just bad. That's just. You can continue. I just wanted to say how pathetic. Well, not pathetic, because it's okay to use names to get views. It's just not okay to decline you're not doing it.
Yeah. The way I like to look at it is that how can someone that makes so many videos on these subjects and these people, he if you look at his videos, you see this guy clearly cares about these situations, KSI and Jake. If you care so much, then why don't you debate people who do care as much about it? He's like, I don't have the time for this, so I don't care. And I'm like, well, someone that doesn't care wouldn't make a year worth of videos on the exact same subject. You know what I mean? It's just everything he says you can contradict so easily, and it used to be kind of hard, and I used to give him props for that, but now I'm like, it's so easy.
Just really scraping the barrel of the topic.
I know.
We're gonna make a video. What if Jake Paul was a lefty? He's just trying so hard to. I mean, I don't blame him. Clearly, it's working. The algorithm's in his favor.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy how he's holding on to the topic of KSI versus Jake for longer than a whole year. And I don't think he has ran out of ideas. You know what I mean? At some point, we're going to get tired. Well, not tired. At some point, we're just going to get not interested in you talking to yourself without any new information. Yes, more fights are going to happen. But you made your point clear. You made where you stand clear, crystal clear. We get it. You think Jake's going to beat KSI. It's just the same message in every Jake versus KSI video. Like, nothing's new, nothing's refreshing. KSI is bad. The music sucks. Whatever. Jake's a god. I suck his PP. He's the best ever. Like, we get it. And it's just the same message every video. Like, at some point, he has to do something new and actually debate.
Yeah. Because then, I think it'd be too much of a risk for him to debate.
Because being right, well, quote unquote, right, is his brand. Like, him being a quote unquote realist is his brand. And if he gets proved wrong, he wouldn't be a realist.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a. Do you have anything else you want to talk about, or do you want to start wrapping this up?
Yeah, no one's gonna know what I'm about to talk about right now, but the Athletic Rival server sucks. Alright, then I'm done.
On Discord?
Yeah, the one that we got kicked out of.
The one that I got banned from.
I'm still in there?
Am I still in there?
Either way, it still sucks.
Yeah, well, I joined a bunch of new Discord servers. One that's actually, you can fight people on Discord, which is actually really cool. It's called Fight Me. Interesting people.
Well, that's all I gotta
interesting
say.
people there. I also want to say, this is some people might know what I'm talking about. Zack Snyder's Justice League comes out on Thursday, and if you have HBO Max, please watch it, or if you don't, go and get it, because I'm very excited for it. It got great reviews, which I was surprised at, and I'm so excited for that, so please watch that. You guys need to watch that. Have you heard of the Justice League movie?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Well, but they're releasing the original version this week.
The Zack Snyder cut? I think all I've heard about it was the picture of their Joker.
Yeah, are you gonna watch that, or?
I think I'm probably gonna watch it mainly because I'm interested in the Joker rebrand, but
it's 4 hours long.
I don't think I'm gonna be entertained. How long is it?
It's 4 hours long.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely watch this movie around the nighttime.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited for that. But so, anyways, guys, that's the podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Is Monkey Gang still going on, right?
Oh.
Yeah, so make sure to subscribe to that. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully, we almost went a month without doing a podcast, so hopefully we can be more consistent. But yeah, peace.